The most important thing to get right is the research question. In order to do the right study, you need to know what question you're asking. If you think you have a question, stop. Here are some things to check. Is your question of interest beyond your session, course or university? If it's just about how good your teaching is, then it's likely to be a local problem with a local solution and evaluation of teaching. That's still important, but it's not research. Research has to connect with a more fundamental question. The answer must be applicable more widely than just your context. Have you looked at whether your question has been answered before, doing a brief check of the literature, and have you spoken to colleagues about whether the question's been answered before? Secondly, what's already known about your question and about that area? So have you reviewed specific literature about your question, and have you reviewed broader literature? So your teaching might be about mobile learning, but what about learning socially has been written before that might be useful? Finally, contact experts in that area. Don't be afraid to ask them if the questions have been asked and answered before. Once you have a research question and you've reviewed literature, think about what story you're telling. The story should be a funnel from very broad right down to the specific question that you're asking, a narrow enough question that you're able to answer it with your research study. If you specify the research question, reviewed the literature and talked to colleagues and are clear about the story, then you're ready to plan your study.